Every family needs that one daughter that speaks her mind, doesn't like being told what to do, and is low key healing all the generational trauma no one seems to be aware of.
Are you this one daughter, this one woman in your family who is walking the path of healing and decided to take this responsibility? And with this, you have taken also the responsibility to heal a generation trauma. If you are this one daughter, I want to tell you thank you. Thank you for going this path. I want to congratulate you from the bottom of my heart, because by taking the path of healing, you're not healing only yourself, you're healing your generations in the past and the generations that are about to come. You're healing traumas of suppression, of suppressors, and many, many other pains and issues. And it's so much. So what I want to tell you with this video, beside congratulating you and saying thank you, is to take it easy on yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Don't judge yourself if it takes longer. Don't judge yourself if you fall back into the same issue, if you circle and circle around. Because from my personal experience, what I have gone through in the past years is that you never circle around on the same spot, but instead you can imagine, by going through the same issues, you're going deeper into the spiral. You're going deeper and deeper and healing layers over layers. First, starting with your own layers of traumas, beliefs you have taken over in your current life. And then you also go into the trauma of your family, into the lineage of your mom, in the lineage of your dad, and all the women and all the men that came through this lineage, and all the DNA that is now flowing in your body. And also, beside healing your own trauma and beliefs you have created in this life, besides healing all these traumas and beliefs from your lineage, you are also healing traumas that you have experienced in past lives, where you had on planets with lower density, like the Earth used to be. And sometimes it feels so tense. It feels so much. It feels like it's a never-ending story. And actually, it's you're gonna have always this, never-ending. But I think where you have to be gentle with yourself and where you have to be more aware is that when you take a break, you pause, you look where you're currently at, and look back few days, few weeks, few months, few years, and see where you've been there with your beliefs, with the peace in your body you're feeling, with the realization you have become. You see how far you have come when you look around the people that you have in your environment, your family. What is your current how to say connection with your family? You see it's get better. And if you're currently in a phase in your life where you don't have much contact with your family, don't judge yourself. Sometimes we need to stronger ourselves, to weapon ourselves with peace, with not judgmental, with to anchor first ourselves before we are ready to handle some family issues. That was with me, you know. So few months ago, I wasn't ready to go and to confront myself directly with my family. Instead, I was working on these topics by myself or with like coaches or different people around, but not with my family. And now, when I weapon myself with compassion, with love, with more strength, then I was ready to face actually my family, to stay with them and to experience more triggers, or to experience also where I have overgrown old patterns or way of interacting or way of identity I used to have when interacting with my family, this kind of mask, you know. Maybe you have experienced this one. You feel so strong, and the moment you meet your dad or you meet your mom, you suddenly fall back in the same personality that you used to be when you're around them. And you have asked yourself, why is that happening? I worked so hard on myself on the limiting beliefs and I have grown. I thought I have overgrown it. But believe me, it's a step process. So be gentle, be compassionate, not only towards your family, but mostly be compassionate towards yourself. Because if you're not able to be compassionate towards yourself, you won't feel a true compassion towards your family or the people you are releasing these traumas. And sometimes the traumas comes from previous life, and that is even deeper layer, where actually, if I need to be honest, this one works only for me, at least when I was doing a timeline healing. So that was what helps me, uh, bring some past life traumas to heal it. And also because I'm a mom, I had also some topics with my child where I was going into meditation and healing something that he has experienced during the birth or in my womb. So it's so profound to see when you go on this path and you cannot go back anymore. No way. Forget it. So there is only one way, and this way is straight ahead, you know. I didn't learn it by ourselves, but for me, before I was able to do it by myself, I needed to go with a coach, and then I became coach by myself. So I was able and am able to support also other women to go through this situation. But like I said, it's so important to acknowledge the path you have gone. It's so important to acknowledge that each and every relationship you have had in this life has only the purpose to help you come back to you, to discover your true authentic self, to tap more deeper into a self-realization, into a self-awareness. So don't be mad at your ex-partner, at your family, and your sister, and your brother, and your colleagues. They are only there to help you. And when I switch the way how I look at different situations that I have experienced with people, from the position of they have done this to me, to the situation this person was of service of me, for me to realize who I am, to realize what are my values, to realize what are my boundaries, or to be able to set the boundaries at all, because I'm a very empathic person. I'm truly feeling the people around. When I go in the room, I feel the whole energy. And I needed to learn to distance myself from the feeling that somebody else is having and my own feeling. I needed to create these boundaries. I needed to learn to say no and not to say always yes and amen, you know. And this was a process. But if I didn't have all these people in my life, if I didn't experience all this a relationship, I wouldn't be able to get to this realization, to get to this point, you know. So be gentle, go step by step. Also, it's very important to not be, you know, caught into healing without moving forwards, because I'm seeing also people who are like willing to heal more and more and go deeper and deeper and deeper, but completely disconnected from the world, disconnected from the material world. But you are born on an earth that is a material earth. So you need to keep the balance between going into the energetic spiritual world and keeping with the material one. It's this balance. And I know first when you start your path of awakening, of healing, because many years you have been lived in this realization of material heart density or lower density world, of course you need a little more time of this self-realization. But then don't forget to move forward. Don't forget to move with the rhythm of the life, you know, who has the periods of arising and the periods of resting. You know, it's like the breath. It's a period of inhaling and a period of exhaling. And so find your personal rhythm and go with it. But don't stay at one spot. Don't go deep and deep into the spiral without moving forward. It's like the spiral is going deeper, but it's also going forward. So take this responsibility for healing yourself, but also for creating the life you want. And what I have also encountered in a spiritual world, or the people who gone this path or you're going, that they started pushing away the material world. And at the beginning, when I got into this, I was like, okay, is it so bad to have like inspiration of having like a beautiful, a large home where I feel at home, where I feel this calmness, I feel like coming back home, where I can experience the man next to me who have the unconditional love for me. Together we are connected and growing together and going this path of self-realization, but also creating beautiful things here on earth, material things, like, you know, companies, like creating children, like creating experiences, like having friendships, you know, all these materials, like experiencing a good tasty food. Oh my god, how beautiful is that? Or like an amazing scent, you know, of a perfume. Or when you go through the nature to experience like the beauty of the nature, the smell of the nature, the voice of the nature, the whole birds around us, the whole animals, you know, all this. Yeah. And what I realize is, no, it's about the balance. It's the balance what is important. It's about going the spiritual path of realization, of growing, coming back home to you, but also experiencing all that your soul strive to experience in this life and not feeling guilty about. I want to have a private jet. I want to experience the private jet, but not because of the material of having a private jet, because I don't want things to own me, you know. I want to own things, but not letting them to own me. I want a private jet because for me, a private jet is the feeling of freedom, the feeling of I can be at every place on earth as fast as I can. So my energy the value I can bring there to this place on earth, I can deliver it quickly with less obstacles and on the most comfortable way to go there, so I can keep my energy high. So when I'm there, I can be present for the people there, to deliver with full energy and love and power, and not being drawn through the flight, you know. So that is for me a private jet. And if you now, when you listen to this, feel this kind of trigger, that's, oh my God, that's so material and so on, look deeper within. Don't judge me, but instead look what are the parts within you that need to heal and release, because the state we want to achieve, at least I want to come to, is this not judgmental place of living. It's like living and letting others live their life, growing by myself and let other grow with their pace, with their uh, uh, um, rhythm, you know. And that's also something that when we are more in peace with ourselves, we are more in peace with the environment around us, with the people around us. When we judge ourselves less, we judge the environment around ourselves less, the people around ourselves less. So if you tend to judge a lot, I was this kind of person, and I'm still, I'm not completely judgmental free, but I see that I'm going more and more in this direction. Or when I judge shortly, and then I observe myself, I pause, I take a breath in, and I'm not observing what's within myself that has this need to judge, that feels this urge that it needs to judge what the other person is saying, what the other person is experiencing, what of aspiration the other person has. So thank you. If you're this daughter, this woman going the path of self-realization, of healing yourself, you have taken the beautiful responsibility to heal the trauma of your whole generation. And for this one, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart and send you all my energy and love. And drop me a comment with a hell yes if you're this one woman in your family. And if you have someone that needs to hear this video, then just forward the video, like it, so more people can listen to the video and can get to this realization to be more gentle, but also to be proud of themselves for going this path. And with all this said, today is the 8/8 Lion Gate. Oh, it's even rhyme, 8/8 Lion Gate. So I wish you a beautiful day, and open for the energies that are coming on this day down to the earth. So to support you on this path, because you're never alone. You are never alone. You have so much support. Ask for the support and it will be given. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.